Hey, welcome to another Blade and Sorcery video. Today we're going to be talking about some mods that recently got updated, and you would be an absolute fool not to add to your collection. Welcome to the Moorlands, or Moorlands, depending on how you choose to pronounce it. Doesn't really matter. It's a cozy little ranch in the middle of nowhere, making it the ideal staging ground for today. Lovely place you've got here, by the way. Be a shame if someone were to take it for their own. Mystic Hands. Some of you might be aware that these were updated for U12, but something about the U12.2 update broke them. Well, now these mystical mitts are back to their former glory, and we can continue doing things such as punching enemies in the face, sending them on vacation, ground pounds, climbing around the levels, roleplay as Scanlan, grab onto a hand and take yourself for a ride. I'm not really sure if this requires you to have the free climb cheat enabled or not, but in any case, be careful if you decide to attempt it. It's a little hard to control until you get used to it, and the risk of slamming yourself into something is very, very real. Transform the hands into claws and get revenge on every single claw machine owner that ever rigged their game, making it impossible for you to win that stuffed animal you really, really wanted when you were a kid. And if you reopen Spell Wheel, you can actually select a different spell, such as Fire Merge Up, and cast it while still having a Mystic Hand active. Really, really cool stuff. I probably could have caught her, but I didn't. Oh yeah, if you have Valve Index Knuckles, finger tracking works with them. I forgot to mention that. I always forget about that. Oops! Didn't mean to give you the bird there. Sorry. Or am I? Oh, one more thing I almost forgot to mention. There are now settings in the Mods tab of the Player Options scroll. You can set the default mode of the spell to be either hands or claws, so when you fire them up, they will be claws instead of hands first. You can decide whether you want them to be at the default distance, a little bit further away, or very, very close. You can change the scale down to, this would be bear, see, much smaller, or human size, very tiny, or baby. Wow, that is so small. Look at that little tiny purple hand. Look at you, you're adorable. You can also change the shockwave radius to large, ridiculous, and nope, that seems to be it. And you can disable the trail, so now there is no little glowing trail with the hand, it's just a glowing little purple hand. So cute. Mwah. Recall! This spell allows you to return anything you have thrown back to your hand without using telekinesis. It doesn't matter where the thing is, so long as it has a clear path to you. By holding trigger, it will go right back to your hand. And from here, you can throw it at NPCs, and it has a little bit of an auto-aim feature. Oh god, comedy voice pack will never get old to me. You can even flick the weapon or the item around by just tapping the trigger and letting it go and moving your hand. Pretty cool stuff. Like it a lot. Hold trigger, comes right back to your hand. Now, let's say if you throw it behind something, leave it behind. Let's say this rock over here, this big one. I'm gonna drop it right there and run to the other side. Because this big rock is in my way, it won't get to me. You can hear it kind of hitting the rock on the other side of that. It can't make its way back to my hand. But if I hold trigger and the grip at the same time, it will ignore whatever's in the way and come right back to me. Love it. I mean, you can literally you could drop a sword on one side of the outpost dungeon and work your way all the way to the end, so long as you never pick anything else up with that hand and hit recall and hit the grip and the trigger. That thing will come right back to you. Right back. Nothing will stop it. Yeah, I should probably test this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Probably despawned. Haha. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it doesn't work. Not that far. Not that far. You can also use recall in tandem with telekinesis, so if I throw this sword at this guy, right in the gut, I can now grab this barrel and hit that guy with that, and then bring my sword back. Very good. Now, if you're using a shield with recall, there's a chance that it will bounce between enemies. So let's see, these two are pretty close, so I'm hoping this will work, so
still hear you. You know.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Not quite what I expected, but I can live with that. Can I have that back, please? Warp arrow. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kevin, that just looks like a normal arrow. Well, looks can be deceiving. For example, I look like a well-adjusted and productive member of society. Anyway, with this arrow, if you shoot it into the air and it doesn't stick to anything, holding the grip will bring it right back to your hand. And you can do this endlessly. See that? Just keeps coming right on back. Now, if it does stick into something, there'll be a little glowing light and you'll have a small window to hit the grip again, at which point you'll be teleported to the arrow instead. Very, very handy. It works a lot better if you were to imbue it with fire, so let me go ahead and get fire on this hand and set that arrow on fire, and I'll try to get it up there, and see that? Teleported to the top of the rock. Really, really cool. Love this mod a whole lot. It also comes with a dagger that does the exact same thing. I can throw it. Give me a second. Okay, I think I might have had the wrong dagger in my hand. This is the warp dagger, so it works just like the arrow. If you throw it, doesn't hit anything, hold grip, comes right back to your hand. Similar to recall. If it does stick into something, you'll see the little glowing light, and you'll teleport to it. Whoa. Okay. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. No big deal. And also, yes, of course, it does work a lot better if the dagger is imbued with fire. I wonder. Give me a second. I want to try something. Really quick. Oh, it does! You can use it with recall. Ho-ho! That's really cool. Oh, that's super duper neat. Oh, I love that. Okay, combinations. Combinations of mods. What happens if I... Huh. I guess I should have expected that. That's gone now. It's not coming back. LATENT, the final piece to complete the virtual reality Star Wars experience that is the Outer Rim mod for Blade and Sorcery. If you haven't seen my video for the Outer Rim, if you got the time, hey, why not go check it out? Maybe after you finish watching this video. Maybe. You know, I'm not gonna twist your arm about it or anything. Yeah? Okay. Anyway, so, the way this works is you need to make sure you have no spells equipped in either hand, well, really just in the hand you're going to be using. So, open your spell wheel up and keep your hands centered right there in the middle of the white circles. Close it out. Now you have no spells equipped, and if you were to hold the trigger on one of your hands and move it in a direction, you can now use the force to force push people! I don't know what happened with this guy. He hit like nothing in the air. Nothing at all. See? Now he just flies straight up. And coming back down hard! Ooh. Let me get an angry magic man out here to show you what else you can do with LATENT. Or a magic woman. Hello, magic lady! Are you gonna attack me? You need to attack me. I need you to throw fireballs at me. Come on. Weird. Well, it took a little bit of convincing, but I finally got her to throw the fireballs at me. See what I'm doing right now? I'm using the force via LATENT to push them around and keep them away from me. Nice and safe, and not on fire, is the way I like to be. Her aim isn't the best. That's okay. Certainly has nothing to do— Oh god, I LATENT that one right into my eye! Oh, that was a mistake! I've been trying to hit her with her own fireball using LATENT for like 20 minutes now. I'm not good at it. My aim is awful. And it probably has something to do with the fact that I just had a fireball hit me in the eye. Maybe. I don't know. Ha! Look at this. Juggling with the force. Haha. The Dire Wand is officially back for U12. Though it is a little bit buggy still, you see it doesn't exactly sit perfectly in the male player character's hand, but I don't really think that's a big deal. The tutorial function is working again. If you were using the beta version on LYNECA's Discord, you might want to get the official version that has been uploaded to mod.io, which means you can also just install it from the in-game mod menu if you're playing PCVR. Keep that in mind, this is only a PCVR mod, such as what pretty much all of these ones I've been talking about so far are. The tutorial will not look like this exactly when you first install the mod. You will have to unlock more tutorials as it goes on. All of these won't be lit up, just the first row will be. As an example of something that is a bit buggy right now, I will show you the polymorph spell. See, the chicken... Yeah, it's not supposed to be quite like that. That is a floating chicken. That is not right. Also, if you try to stab somebody with the wand, I stabbed a lot of people with the wand in the first video I did with the dire wand, and it worked great. But now it does something like this. Effective? Doesn't exactly look great, but effective. I think all of the spells have also been given new names since I made that video, and a few of them have had slight changes to the way they are cast. There's also some new spells. For example, I'm about to make this guy small. And smaller. Now he's a tiny little man. And this guy, I'm gonna make big. He's really, really big. Look at that. Such a giant. Don't lose your head. I hope I didn't inflate your ego as well. Oh no. Yep. I'm gonna make you go fly now. What a disproportionately large blood splatter for such a tiny body. You can also conjure a storm now. And strike enemies dead with a bolt of lightning. I'm pretty sure this wasn't an ability you could use when I made that video either, so let's see here. Okay, yeah, if there's a bunch of prop items around, you can actually collect them all up and control them with the wand, just like this. Hey pal, how you doing? Not great? Go figure. I'm gonna show you this too. It takes some practice, but if you're really good at targeting stuff with the wand, you can grab fireballs out of the air, and you can just use telekinesis, of course, but there's just something about grabbing it with a wand that makes you feel real cool. Style points, I guess. And while you have it, well, I'm gonna have to get a new one now. Great. Well, I missed that. Oh god. Now I need a new mage. Alright, bring the heat, big boy. Come on. Ha! Stop that fireball right in its tracks, baby! Look at that! That's great. I'm gonna take this with me. This is mine now. Hey, give me another. Give me another. Come on, give me another. I wanna grab it with telekinesis. Here we go. Alright, these are for you. Alright. Dire wand. Happy to have you back. Baby. Portable books. This was so handy in U11 when I was making things with the superglue mod. I can't wait for that to get updated. You'll see right here I have a new tab in my player options scroll. Clicking on that, I have access to my entire catalog of weapons and items. I can also start waves directly from the scroll, including modded waves, and there's a map selector, so I don't have to go back to the player home to go to a different location. I can select one here, I can even set the game mode, and go directly to it. Fantastic. There's little filters here too, so you can turn off modded maps and only show vanilla maps, stuff like that. Really handy. Portable books, baby. Love to have it back. Though I will admit that it does add just a little bit of lag to the game, especially if you don't have a category selected and it's displaying every single item. So when you start the game, I do recommend going to the items tab, selecting like daggers or anything really, just so it's not displaying all that stuff, because there is just a tiny bit of a performance cost. Camera control. This one I just want to touch on somewhat briefly. It's really more of a niche thing intended for people that want to record their gameplay. You've already gotten a small taste of it when I was using the Mystic Hands to fly around by standing on it. And what it does is, if you go to the Exotics tab, and look here, there are 6 new third-person cameras. And I'm going to show you just 2 of them, I think, and we'll start with the static camera. Spawn that in, and I think you should be looking at kind of a weird angle, I suppose, so I need to grab that and flip it around. So now you should be able to see me. I probably don't have a head. I need to go to my keyboard and hit F3, and there. Now I should have a head. You should also see, maybe, there should be a... Yep, there it is, okay. There's a little screen on my arm, so I can see what you all are seeing. Alright, and if I want to get rid of this, I can actually grab it by the top, move my hand underneath my arm, and away it goes. Do it again. There it is, back again. Very nice. And the way this static camera differs from PCVR's built-in static camera, you can probably already guess, but I can grab this one, and I can carry it around with me. I can just take it wherever I want, like down here. So that's pretty nifty. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Now, the next one I'm going to show you, actually, I could probably just, you know what? No, I'm just going to toggle it from here, will be the chase camera, which is the one you saw I was using in the Mystic Hands, talking about words. I know them. So now, I have the chase camera in my hand, and I'm going to throw it in the air, and it's behind me. See that? So where I go, you will follow, right behind me. I used this a lot. You might have seen it when I built that really shoddy looking ghost out of super glue using a bunch of wooden boards and LYNECA's hoverboard. Yeah, and these are super useful. These are super great for recording gameplay. Okay. Where are you, you son of a... Ah, gotcha! Ah, get out of here. Oh yeah, that's right. If I get rid of one camera, it goes straight back to the other camera. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the day. Ooh, almost forgot. The suit. You guys are probably wondering about my suit. This comes from the John Wick pack, which is an add-on. Oh, I still have that. Get out of here. Which is an add-on for Ghetto's firearms. So if you want to use the mod that adds this suit, you'll have to get firearms as well, and the firearm framework. I also have a video about that, so if you haven't seen that one yet, you might want to check that out too. It's alright. I guess it's alright. Some people seem to like it. Whatever. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment if you did. If you're not subscribed already, why not? Why not? Why aren't you subscribed? Why aren't you subscribed already, huh?